We got another David video, y'all. Let's like, subscribe, follow. Let's get into it. They said people want David to get the death penalty. Like, that shit about to be crazy. But fuck it, let's pop it up. Let's get into it, y'all.
Gotta start the day off right, man.
Companies, they're all rushing to denounce David, and some of these people are complicit in what David did, including his own family, who's now calling for him to get the death penalty. I'm so proud of the Justice for Celeste coalition because y'all been putting so much pressure on anyone who is ever associated with David ever. Y'all been putting so much pressure on him that you got an actress from David's One More Dance video who essentially has nothing to do with anything. Like, she did a music video with David at some point. They follow each other on Instagram. That's it. She was getting heat for even being in that music video, and she had to take to her social media to put out this like 2-minute video denouncing David in all forms.
Hey everyone, my name is Cassidy Clark. I was in the Here With Me music video when I was 18 years old, and I'm gonna talk about it. I submitted for the job via casting networks and I got casted. It was a 12-hour shoot, very low pay, non-union job. I met David's whole family. His whole family was there because he was a minor at the time. I was 18, he was 17, and when you're a minor working on set, you have to have your guardian, one guardian present, but his whole family was there. I met his younger sister, who is probably now around the same age as Celeste would be, and he has a younger brother as well.
What?
During the shoot, I played his girlfriend, and that was that. We followed each other on Instagram just for the sake of, oh, you shot with me for 12 hours. We might as well follow each other on Instagram. We honestly didn't really get along that well. I would say I'm pretty outgoing, and we just really didn't click. If anything, I felt like I was kind of bickering with him. But that's besides the point. The reason why I'm making this video is because I've gotten quite a few messages of people asking me if I have anything to do with this, if I know what's going on, and I just wanted to put an end to it. I do not associate with David by any means. I'm an actor. I literally have nothing to do with him. I did it for a job. I did it for a check. I didn't know who David was. I don't follow him on Instagram anymore. I'm gonna remove him as a follower. And I think that he deserves even more than what's happening to him right now. He's a monster, and I do not associate with him by any means.
But why would y'all even go at this girl and ask her if she got anything to do with this shit? You feel me? Like, that's the weird shit. Like, that's why I be saying, like, social media is a gift and it's a curse. Because it's like, I doubt it she got anything to do with that shit. You feel me? Like, don't add nobody into his bullshit. This nigga is a pedophile and he do a lot of whole shit. Like, anytime, I don't give a fuck you 25, I don't give a fuck it. Listen, I don't give a fuck if you 21 and you fucking with a 16-year-old. Bro, fuck that shit, gang. You was a pedophile. There's so many women out here, bro. And I hear these stories when they say, like, I'm like, yo, why do, like, I ask niggas, like, I mean, you never gonna get the correct answer. But it's like, why would you want to talk to an underage girl, though? Like, all right, yeah. But if you smart with it, they say some niggas can manipulate them, do whatever you want. If you, like, you can't manipulate none of my daughters, bro. All my daughters smart. You know what I'm saying? Cause I put them on game, like, you feel me? But like, you can manipulate somebody that's an old head. You feel me? It's all about if you got game at the end of the day. You feel me? Like, if you can get over on somebody, you can get over on anybody. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know why niggas be shooting for underage girls.
I'm not making this video to make this about me. I'm making this video to put an end to my association with David. Like I said, I've been getting countless amount of messages, comments,
I wouldn't
stuff
talk
like
to him
that.
either if I did
I know this video is going to get the same thing, but at least I'm saying I don't associate with David, and all justice to Celeste Rivas and her family. I don't associate with David by any means. David Burke, I don't associate with you. And
I genuinely don't know how much of this is genuine concern and desire to let the world know she has no affiliation with David and what he did to Celeste, or just clout chasing, main character syndrome. I don't know, because she could genuinely be concerned. People could be hitting her up, or this could just be her trying to make herself the center of attention. I can't call it, because obviously, right, like, if she was just somebody who was in a music video, you know, a couple of years ago when David was 17, then obviously, right, she has nothing to do with this Celeste situation. And
Right.
anybody who thinks she does is just stupid. It's crazy. But I don't know too many people who is hitting you up, leaving you hate messages over a music video you was in a couple of years ago, right? Like, I don't know. Maybe there are people out there like this. I misspoke. That's not the actress from the One More Dance video. That's just an actress from another music video that David did a while ago. But the actress from the One More Dance video actually spoke out against David, and she took to her Instagram story. Now, in the One More Dance video, David used an actress that essentially looked like Celeste or had the same profile as Celeste with the curly hair, lighter skin tone. And a lot of people believe that, that this actress was playing Celeste in David's sick little, like a music video. And she wrote, "I'm so disgusted and saddened about the evil done to Celeste Rivas Hernandez. She was the age I was when I was also groomed by a musician. I hate that I was used in that disgusting man's little sick game. I hate everyone, especially Interscope." Speaking of Interscope, they've done literally everything in their power to distance themselves from David since he's been arrested. They scrubbed any.
I ain't gonna lie. When it comes to that record label shit, they say Interscope saying that they distant they stuff and do all this whatever. But sometimes them record labels, man, when you worth millions and millions, they be backing your play. They be doing a lot of weird shit. Like they'll get behind that shit and back his play, pay for the lawyer, do all that shit. But now I guess like a lot of record labels getting called out and getting shamed for like and being on the spotlight, like, yo, like, yeah, they did that. Rock Nation, this I'm not saying they do that though, but I'm saying this hypothetically throwing a record label out there, like, yeah, they be back in they play, like they knew that nigga was a pedophile and they still, you mean? Like that's how they be going though, but like I don't think no record label should back nobody, none of they artists, if they doing some rape shit, Bill Cosby shit, or Kelly shit, no matter what it is, don't back that shit and drop them niggas from the record label, from the rip. No matter how much money it is, money it ain't all money's not good money.
Trace of David from their website. He's no longer there. He's not on their artist page. Now, it's unclear if David is now independent, if they have allowed him out of his deal, or if they just no longer want to associate with David. Right, because like these record labels will play this PR game.
Yeah.
Like they would like take you from their website, they would take you off their pages, they would no longer promote you, but they won't let you out your contract. Right, like you are too toxic and too horrible to be included, like with them in public. But they don't mind profiting off of you now. Right, like David is a despicable, evil human being that they don't want associated with their brand. But he's not evil and despicable enough to where they don't want to profit from him. So they're still collecting checks from David's songs and streams, because especially with everything going on right now, his streams are spiking. So they're enjoying the residual money and checks from there, but they want to do this performative PR thing and take him down from their website. No, bro, release him, drop him, stop. Like, don't feed into him at all. Drop him from that deal. And that's when I would know Interscope is serious, man. Release him. But if he's just taken down from the site, but yet you guys are still like in charge of his infrastructure and managing his brand and his business and everything that comes with it, then y'all are probably just as complicit as well, right? In helping this dude, like maintain influence. The Justice for Celeste Coalition understands this, and they understand, that Interscope is still profiting from David's streams. David is still profiting from his streams. So they're now starting a petition to tell Spotify and other streaming platforms to remove David's music from their platform due to his conduct. Now, we've seen something very similar. Like, remember when Spotify announced they were like removing XXX Tentacion's catalog from their platform, and then Kendrick Lamar and other people had to step in and say this is not right. But I feel like with X was going through like a legal case to where X apparently beat up his girlfriend.
Yeah, but it's not the same as XXXTentacion. You feel me? All right, he got it. He did a fucking domestic violence joint. He was fighting his girl. You feel me? This is an underage little girl, bro. She only 14 or 15. He was fucking an underage girl. Not to mention after he was fucking her, he got her killed, chopped her up, did all this sick ass shit. I'm gonna keep it a bean. I never listened to the boy David. I ain't hear about him until all this goofy shit came out. You feel me? That's when I did the reaction video to it. But it's like, bro, I knew he was gonna get booked though. I knew he was gonna get booked. It just they let him ride out so he can think he not gonna get booked. You know what I'm saying? And then they come right in and get all the evidence and lock this dumb ass up. Like, but it's like that's not the same though.
You know, but he was innocent until proven guilty.
Remove
In
that
this
nigga
case, I
music.
feel like we have enough. We have enough to say David is guilty. Take down his music, right? Get
Yeah.
rid of him, right? He shouldn't be allowed to make money off of his streams, bro. Take him down. Nobody should be listening to David. He's a freaking sicko. So the petition states, as advocates against violence and abuse in the music industry, we at Industry Hackout are calling on music streaming platforms and industry stakeholders to remove all music by the artist David from their catalogs. David, whose legal name is David Anthony Burke, has been charged with first-degree murder with special circumstances, etc., etc., etc. They went through the facts of the case. They also said right here, Celeste's case is not isolated. It is part of a devastating global pattern of femicide, the targeted killing of women and girls by men who sought to control them, silence them, or eliminate the consequences of their own predatory behavior. Prosecutors allege David abused Celeste for over a year, beginning when she was 13, then killed her specifically to protect his career. That is femicide. That is what it looks like when a girl's life is treated as a threat to be neutralized. She was a child and she deserved protection from the very industry that gave this artist a platform, a label deal, and a global visibility. The music industry has a responsibility that goes beyond commerce. When an artist has been charged with the abuse and murder of a minor, a child who was drawn into his orbit through his music and public persona, continuing to stream, promote, and profit from his catalog is a choice. It is not a neutral one. I agree with this so much, bruh. Right? I agree with this so much. Even YouTube coming out recently and saying, we've demonetized David. Like, that's enough? No,
that's
remove
not
his
enough.
catalog. Right? Remove the visibility. Because if the algorithm is working on his behalf, right? Because right now, if people are flocking in droves to listen to these songs and take away these nuggets from these music videos, well, that's going to create a surge that's going to push his music videos in the algorithm. So essentially what you have now is more people having the ability to discover David, discover his music, and there might be like a 1% of sickos who actually might become David fans because of this. So I agree. Take his stuff down. Get rid of him. All right? Now, they said this. Music...
No, I agree. Like, I think they should remove his video too. Like, what y'all think, y'all? Like, I feel like they should remove his video because why you did a horrible thing. You feel me? You shouldn't profit off that shit. You shouldn't get no fame off your name, even though you got fame off your name anyway. But you shouldn't get no more fame. And if anybody support this nigga, I don't give a fuck. Anybody support, like, you still got people supporting R. Kelly, like, no, they want it, like, fuck no, bro. No matter what, we don't condone no pedophile, we don't condone raping, we don't condone none of that weird ass shit when it comes to females. It's like, bro, you are fucking famous. Any female would have fuck with you. Any bad female would have fuck with you. But you gotta fuck with that little pup, you know what I'm saying? And what the little pup can offer for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's a pup, bro. She's a young boy. She's 14, bro. Like, what can she really offer that shit? Like, that shit is out of pocket. Like, you know what I'm saying? That any of y'all niggas back this nigga play, y'all niggas out of pocket too. That's all I got to say.
Streaming platforms have terms of service. They have value statements. They have the ability to act. We're calling on them to exercise that ability now by removing David's music from all streaming platforms while these charges are adjudicated. Industry Blackout, a collective dedicated to addressing and reforming systematic inequities within the music industry, has taken a stand to ensure the artists are held accountable for their actions. By removing David's music from all streaming platforms, we send a powerful message that glorifying or trivializing abuse and violence against women and girls in any form is unacceptable, especially when you take into the account, like, this sicko was leaving like nuggets. Like, he was like hiring actresses that look similar to Celeste, who were playing his girlfriend in these music videos. So
Yeah,
a
like,
lot of these music videos is him talking.
that's even weird. He putting that shit in your face. He hiring other actors that look just like his girlfriend. You feel me? Come on, bro. He putting that shit in your face, showing y'all like, and it's like on some, he gonna get away with this shit.
Talking
Like,
about Celeste. Like, he was releasing these music videos on her birthday. Like, he would release a love song every year on Celeste's birthday. They have to act now because they were already complicit and ignored all the signs and the evidence that David was grooming minors. Like, this kid from David's Discord, who David threatened to sue and go after, right, with his money, exposed David back in 2024. The music label was probably aware of it. They, turned a blind eye. But now when David get arrested, now they want to do performative acts by taking his stuff down. Why didn't you guys drop him when this kid came forward in 2024 with all the evidence of what David was doing to Celeste before she was dead?
So back in 2024, I exposed David for dating a minor. I even had the photo and I showed it back in 2024 of him giving thousands of dollars to little kids to keep it a secret. But still, no, it didn't blow up. No one that saw it didn't really care that much. I mean, it got 100 likes, but it wasn't like, oh shit, like we need to do something about this. Like I was the only one basically doing something at that point. And I had no idea that it was connected with Celeste. I just knew that he was dating a minor. But it was genuinely crazy. Like, that shit is genuinely crazy. The kid who sent me those photos, his name is Gonzalo, aka Ponzalo, the one from his Discord server. He was scared. I remember I was posting some videos about it. He texted me, he told me to delete them. But yeah, I'm pretty sure he was scared. I don't know if David threatened him or something, because he was telling me to delete the videos. Like, he was scared that David was gonna come and hurt him or something. I remember David was collabing with all these famous people and shit like that. One of the famous people that David hung out with and was collabing with stood out to me the most for some reason, because it kept on popping up on my For You page. It was Jason the Ween and David. I could tell Jason the Ween actually liked David a lot. They made a song together. Jason the Ween was on stage with him, filming him with the camera. And I just remember seeing that and I was like, bro, I wish I was famous so I could tell him. Like, it genuinely does suck, but I'm just glad that we got that mother in jail. But genuinely, I'm so glad that we got him in jail.
and this a motherfucker exposing him back in 2024.
What?
And y'all niggas still ignored the whole signs. You feel me? Like, this nigga tried to expose him back in 2024. That's only almost 2 years, but a year and a half. You feel me? And y'all niggas still ignored the signs, bro. Cause that's the weird shit. People will be ignoring that shit. Even with R. Kelly, bro. They've been exposing R. Kelly for years. But niggas ignored the signs. Even when R. Kelly was fucking with Aaliyah, niggas ignored the signs. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's weird.
Jason Tween initially came out and said David was innocent when Celeste was first discovered in his trunk. Then he came back and kind of like recanted and retracted everything he said. He said, bruh, like, after the new evidence, obviously David is guilty. So he did do his due diligence to come back and say that David is guilty. But even like Jason Tween has still been receiving a lot of backlash recently. He's even threatening to sue this particular Twitter page that made a post claiming that Jason was directly involved in Celeste and David's situation.
I bet. Nah. Directly involved. Okay, bet. I bet. Nah. I'm saving this shit. Let me save this shit. I might download videos. Actually, let me screenshot this shit, bro. Screenshot both these shits before you delete them. What's one? Let's go one more, bro. Hope Rain Bet's paying you enough, buddy. Hope Rain Bet's paying you enough, buddy. I know exactly how much they're paying you too, buddy. Hey, they offered Ween updates bread too. No, exactly. Hey, it's not enough. It's not enough, buddy. Hey, matter of fact, bro, I'm about to hit Pokey up, bro. We're gonna double sue your bitch ass. Hit you with a double lawsuit, motherfucker. Bro, I just can't stream it more, bro. Like, bro, why is this like...
But it's just like lying on me, bro. Literally lying on me. Just falsely accusing me of shit that I'm not even involved in, bro.
The fake crying didn't really help the situation because it's kind of like making a mockery out of the situation. Now, I do know he's fake crying not because of Celeste, but he's fake crying because, this is him saying he's going to sue because he's emotionally distressed. I don't know. I'm just not a big fan of making a mockery out of this situation that's really, really serious.
Yeah.
Now, the one person from David family who came out and, who essentially sent a subliminal where he's essentially preaching for David to get the death penalty is his brother. This brother is the same family member that was caught in a video with Celeste backstage at a David concert. So he pretty much knew that Celeste and David was hanging out. If he knew they were hanging out, in my opinion, he probably knew her age as well and knew what David was doing. But I guess...
No, at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck, brother or not. Like, I love my brother to death. But if you fucking with the underage little girl, you ain't even gonna bring that shit around me, cause I'm gonna beat bro the fuck up. Like, and my brother see this video, he know not to play with me. But I got brothers that get too much bitches. Like, all my brothers from that, I ain't dropping my brother names, but people know who my brother is. Like, I don't gotta do none of that. Like, my brother been, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even gotta say that because all my brothers, they thrill. They don't even do whole shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I know for sure because I'm around them. So I ain't even gotta speak on that. But if you was my brother, any of my brother did some whole shit like that, I'll fuck them niggas up and I'll kill them niggas myself. You know what I'm saying? Take the killing part out though. We don't, you know what I mean? Because we can't say that on, you know what I mean? But I check them niggas and fuck them niggas up. And I go right at them like, bro, like, this all. We not doing that.
That's the backlash from even being associated with his brother and Celeste and being seen in the video with Celeste has been too much. So now he's on social media grandstanding as well. And he put all pedos and rapists should die, period. Now, tweeting this in the middle of your brother being arrested, obviously this is like, a diss towards your brother. But I don't know. I feel like too little, too late. Especially like, if he was just your brother and he did something horrible, then obviously, we can't hold it against you, right? But if you're somebody who's in a video with the victim backstage and you're seen hanging out with David and the victim, then, we not have to say, why didn't you report this? Why didn't you tell authorities that your brother...
And I'm the type to be like, is she in backstage with us? I'm asking everybody, yo, where her parents at? First of all, hey, bro, let me talk to you. Let me pull you to the side, bro. Like, what's she doing here? You feel me? And then I'm going to check him like, I don't want her around us, bro. Like, she's 14. All right, she doing the music video? Go ahead, do the music video and get the fuck up out of here. That's how I'm gonna check this shit. Fuck up out of here. Like,
What?
No bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want nobody around. Like, if you 21 and older, I don't even condone you fucking with somebody that's 18. But by law, it's right. If she 18 or older, you fine. But if she 21 and older, I respect the 21 John. But 18, Nizar, bro. 19, Nizar. 20, Nizar. 21, okay. You feel me? Whatever. But 18, Nizar. Special 14, come on, gang. I feel like that shit's still in the same category. 18 to 14. Only difference is 4 years apart. I don't want to hear that shit. Age ain't nothing but a number. That's not R. Kelly, nigga. Fuck out of here.
Brother was dealing with somebody as young as Celeste. And I don't want to hear we thought she was 19. Bro, we've seen pictures of Celeste during that time. We've seen pictures, bro. You're not mistaking Celeste for a 19-year-old. I'm not going for that. I'm not buying it. Y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this, man? Do the brother deserve an applaud